Hello and welcome back to Daily English Listening. I'm Emma.
And I'm Liam. Emma, I have a confession to make. For years, I studied English from textbooks. I knew all the grammar rules, I could pass any test, but when I talked to native speakers, I felt like a robot.
A robot? What do you mean?
I would say, "Hello, how are you? I am fine, thank you." And they would look at me strangely. Then they would say, "Hey, what's up? How's it going?" And I had no idea how to answer.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean. That's such a common problem. And it's not because your English is bad. It's because native speakers use a lot of natural phrases, idioms, and expressions that you don't learn in textbooks.
Exactly. Textbooks teach you correct English, but they don't teach you real English, the English that people actually use every day.
And that's what today's episode is all about. We're going to teach you how to speak English like a native speaker, using real, natural phrases and expressions that will make you sound confident and relaxed.
We'll cover greetings, everyday expressions, phrasal verbs, idioms, fillers, and how to sound more natural in conversations. By the end of this episode, you'll have a toolbox of phrases you can use right away.
So don't just listen. Say these phrases out loud. Your mouth needs to practice just as much as your ears.
Let's dive in.
Let's start with greetings. In textbooks, you learn, "Hello, how are you?" But native speakers say many different things depending on who they are talking to.
Like what? Give me some examples for different situations.
For friends and people you know well, you can say, "Hey, what's up?" Or "How's it going?" Or "What's new?" Or "How have you been?"
And for more formal situations, like talking to your boss or someone you just met,
you can still say, "How are you?" But you can also say, "How are things?" Or "How's your day going?" These are friendly but not too casual.
Okay, and how do I answer these greetings naturally? In textbooks, I say, "I am fine, thank you," but that sounds so stiff.
Exactly. Native speakers say things like, "Pretty good," "Not bad," "Same old," "Can't complain," or "Hanging in there."
Same old, same old. That means nothing new is happening. Life is the same as always. I love that.
Hanging in there means you're surviving, but not amazing. Maybe you're tired or a little stressed. It's honest, but not too negative.
What if I'm having a great day?
Then say, "I'm doing great," or "Never better," or "Couldn't be better." These show enthusiasm.
And what if I'm not feeling well?
You can say, "I've been better." That means politely says you're not okay. Or, "I'm a little under the weather," which means slightly sick.
Let me practice. If someone says, "Hey, what's up?" I can say, "Not much, just working." You?
Perfect. That's very natural. Now let's talk about how to end a conversation. Textbooks say goodbye, but native speakers have many other options.
Like, "Take care." That's friendly and caring. Or "See you later," even if you don't know when you'll see them again.
Catch you later is even more casual. Have a good one is very common. One means day, evening, or weekend.
And if you're leaving work, you can say, "I'm heading out. See you tomorrow." Heading out means leaving.
Or, "I'm going to take off now." Take off is another phrasal verb for leave.
So many natural phrases. I'm taking mental notes.
Now let's talk about small talk. Native speakers love small talk. Short, light conversations about everyday things.
What are some common small talk questions?
"You look tired. Did you sleep okay?" "What have you been up to?" That means, "What have you been doing?" "Any plans for the weekend?" "How was your day?" "Crazy weather we're having, right?"
Crazy weather is such a classic. It's like a secret code for starting a conversation.
Yes. And how do you answer these naturally? Instead of saying, "I went to the store," say, "I just ran to the store." Ran to the store sounds casual and quick.
Instead of "I'm busy," say, "I've been running around all day."
Running around means going to many places, being very busy, very native.
And when someone tells you something surprising, don't just say "interesting" in a flat voice.
No, say, "No way," or "You're kidding," or "Get out of here," which means "I can't believe it," or "Shut up," but only with close friends because it can sound rude.
Get out of here. That's fun. I'm going to use that.
Now let's talk about phrasal verbs. This is where many English learners struggle. Native speakers use phrasal verbs all the time, but textbooks often teach formal words instead.
So instead of saying, I discovered a new restaurant, what would a native say?
I came across a new restaurant, or I stumbled upon a new restaurant. Both mean you found it by accident, not by planning.
Came across and stumbled upon. Those are much more natural and visual.
Yes. Another example, instead of I'm going to relax tonight, say I'm going to kick back tonight, or I'm going to chill out tonight.
Kick back. I love that image. Put your feet up, lean back, rest.
Exactly. Instead of I tolerate my boss, say I put up with my boss. Put up with means accept something annoying without complaining.
My friend puts up with his noisy neighbors. He doesn't like them, but he doesn't say anything.
What about I canceled the meeting? How would a native say that?
I called off the meeting. Call off means cancel. Or I postponed the meeting. I put off the meeting.
Yes, and postpone is more formal. Put off is what people actually say.
Let me list some important phrasal verbs we've covered. Come across, find by accident, stumble upon, same meaning, kick back, relax, chill out, relax, put up with, tolerate, call off, cancel, put off, postpone.
Great list. Here's another one. Instead of I continued working, say I carried on working or I kept on working.
Carry on. Like carry on, nothing to see here. That's very British too.
Yes, and instead of I arrived at the party, say I showed up at the party or I turned up at the party.
Show up means arrive, often unexpectedly or after some effort. He showed up late again.
Here's a very common one. Instead of I met my friend by chance, say I ran into my friend at the mall.
Run into. That's not physical running. It means meet unexpectedly. I ran into my old teacher yesterday. We hadn't seen each other for 10 years.
That's perfect. And instead of I'm trying to learn English, say I'm picking up English slowly.
Pick up means learn without formal study, just by listening and practicing. Children pick up languages easily.
Here are 5 more essential phrasal verbs. Figure out means solve or understand. I need to figure out how to fix this computer.
Find out means discover information. I just found out that my friend is moving to Canada.
Give up means stop trying. Don't give up on your English dreams.
Look forward to means be excited about something in the future. I'm looking forward to the weekend.
End up means finally be in a situation, often unexpectedly. We got lost and ended up in a different city.
So many, but they are worth learning because native speakers use them constantly.
Absolutely. If you want to sound natural, learn phrasal verbs. They are the heart of everyday English.
Now, let's talk about idioms. These are phrases where the meaning is not literal. You can't understand them word by word. You have to learn them as whole pieces.
Exactly. For example, break a leg doesn't mean break your bone. It means good luck, especially before a performance like a play or a concert.
I remember my first time hearing that. I was so confused. Why would I break my leg? Now it's one of my favorites.
Yes. Here's another common one. It's a piece of cake that doesn't mean dessert. It means something is very easy.
So if the English test was easy, I can say that test was a piece of cake.
Yes. And if something is very difficult, you can say it's not rocket science, meaning it's not that complicated, or it's like pulling teeth, meaning very hard and unpleasant.
Pulling teeth, I can imagine. That sounds painful.
Here's one about money. If something is very expensive, you can say it costs an arm and a leg.
Not literally an arm and a leg. It means very, very expensive. My new phone cost an arm and a leg.
Right. Here's another one. Hit the nail on the head. That means say exactly the right thing. If someone describes a problem perfectly, you say, you hit the nail on the head.
I like that. It's visual. You imagine a hammer hitting a nail exactly on the center.
Here's one for when you're tired. I'm beat or I'm wiped out. Both mean very exhausted.
After a long day at work, I can say, I'm beat, I'm going to bed. Or, I'm wiped out, I need a nap.
Yes. And if you're feeling sick, you can say, I'm feeling under the weather.
Under the weather, that's a classic. It means slightly sick. No one knows exactly where it came from, but everyone uses it.
Here's one about time. Time flies. That means time passes quickly. When you're having fun, time flies.
And the opposite is time drags. When you're bored, every minute feels like an hour. Waiting at the doctor's office, time drags.
Now, here's a very important idiom for decision making. Bite the bullet. That means do something difficult or unpleasant that you've been avoiding.
Like going to the dentist. You don't want to, but you have to bite the bullet and go.
Yes. Or call it a day. That means stop working for the day. We've done enough. Let's call it a day.
I love that. Let's call it a day sounds so much more natural than let's finish work.
Here's one about effort. Go the extra mile. That means do more than what is expected. If you want to succeed, you need to go the extra mile.
And cut corners, the opposite. It means do something poorly to save time or money. Don't cut corners on your English practice.
One more essential idiom, get the ball rolling, means start a process. Let's get the ball rolling on this project.
So, idioms add color and personality to your English. They make you sound like a real person, not a textbook.
Exactly. But be careful, don't use too many in one conversation. 1 or 2 per conversation is natural. 10 is too many. You'll sound like you're trying too hard.
Now, let's talk about something small but very powerful. Fillers and conversation managers.
These are the little words and sounds that native speakers use to show they are listening, thinking, or reacting. They make conversations feel human.
Like, that means yes, I'm listening. Please continue.
Or, that means I'm thinking about what you just said.
Wow, that shows surprise or admiration. Oh, that shows understanding. Ah, that shows realization.
And well, that means let me think before I answer. Well, that's a good question. Let me see.
Or, this is very common. It's kind of hard, It doesn't add meaning, but it makes the conversation feel connected.
Another one is I mean, used to correct or explain yourself. I love the movie. I mean, the acting was great, but the story was weak.
Actually is another good one. Actually, I changed my mind. Or, to be honest, I didn't like the food.
These words make you sound thoughtful and real, but don't overuse them. If you say like every 3 seconds, it becomes annoying.
Right. So use them naturally, not as a habit.
Now, let's talk about how to interrupt politely. In conversations, sometimes you need to say something before the other person finishes.
Instead of just talking over someone, what can I say?
Sorry to interrupt, but, or can I add something here? Or just a quick thought, or if I could jump in for a second.
Those are very polite. What about when you don't understand something?
Don't just say, what? That sounds rude. Say, sorry, I didn't catch that. Could you repeat? Or could you say that again, please? Or I'm not following. Can you explain?
I didn't catch that is very natural. It means I didn't hear or understand.
Yes, and if you need time to think, say, let me see, or give me a second, or how should I put this?
How should I put this means I'm looking for the right words. Very native. It gives you time to think without an awkward silence.
And to show agreement without saying yes every time, you can say exactly, totally, for sure. I know, right? You said it.
I know, right? That's very casual and friendly. It means I completely agree with you. It's almost like saying we have the same opinion.
So these small words and phrases make your English flow. They make conversations feel smooth, connected, and natural, not robotic.
Let me give more examples of textbook English versus native English so our listeners can see the difference clearly.
Great idea. This is one of the most helpful parts of today's episode.
First example. Textbooks say, I am very hungry. A native says, I'm starving, or I could eat a horse.
I could eat a horse? That's an idiom meaning very, very hungry. It's exaggerated, but that's what makes it fun.
Second, textbook, I am very tired. Native, I'm exhausted, or I'm dead tired, or I'm running on empty.
Running on empty? That's from Cars. It means no energy left. Your tank is empty.
Third, textbook, I don't understand this problem. Native, I'm stuck, or I'm drawing a blank.
Drawing a blank means my mind is empty. I can't think of the answer. It comes from lottery tickets that have no prize, a blank.
Textbook, that is very interesting. Native, that's cool. Or no kidding. Or you don't say.
You don't say, that's a little sarcastic but friendly. It means, really? That's surprising. Use it with a smile.
Textbook, please wait a moment. Native, hang on a second. Or bear with me.
Bear with me means be patient while I do something. Very common in meetings or on the phone.
Textbook, I don't like that. Native, that's not my thing. Or I'm not a fan.
I'm not a fan is a gentle way to say you don't like something. It's less direct and more polite.
Textbook, I agree with you. Native, I'm with you on that. Or you've got a point.
You've got a point means your argument is valid even if I don't fully agree. It shows respect.
Textbook, I'm going to sleep. Native, I'm going to hit the hay. Or I'm going to crash.
Hit the hay comes from old times when beds were made of hay. Crash means sleep suddenly, often from exhaustion.
Textbook, I'm leaving now. Native, I'm going to take off. Or I'm heading out.
Take off like an airplane, very common. I'm going to take off now. See you later.
Textbook, that was easy. Native, that was a no-brainer.
A no-brainer means so easy that you don't need to use your brain. Great phrase.
So the key is, textbook English is correct, but is formal and stiff. Native English is relaxed, creative, and full of idioms and phrasal verbs.
And the more you use these natural phrases, the more you will sound like a confident English speaker.
Okay, Emma, we've given many phrases, dozens of them, but how can our listeners actually practice and remember them? It feels overwhelming.
I understand. It can feel like too much, but here's the secret. You don't need to learn them all at once.
So where should someone start?
Tip number 1, choose 5 phrases this week. Just 5. Write them on a small card or in your phone.
Which 5 would you recommend for someone at an intermediate level?
To greeting, how's it going? To tired, I'm beat. To easy, piece of cake. To unexpected meeting, run into. To wait, hang on a second.
That's a good list. 5 is manageable, not scary.
Tip number 2, listen to native content actively. Watch YouTube videos, TV shows, movies, podcasts like this one. But don't just watch for fun, listen for these phrases.
And when you hear one, pause the video and repeat it out loud. Say it immediately. That helps your brain make a connection.
Yes, repetition is key. The first time you say a phrase, it feels strange. The 10th time, it feels normal. The 50th time, it becomes yours.
That's right. Tip number 3, use them in real conversations. Even if you make mistakes, even if it feels embarrassing, the only way to learn is to try.
I remember when I first used I'm beat with an American friend. I was nervous, but he smiled and said, yeah, me too, long day. It felt so good to be understood.
Exactly. Most people will not correct you. They will just appreciate that you are trying to speak their language naturally.
Tip number 4, record yourself. Use your phone's voice recorder. Say the phrases and listen back. You will hear what sounds natural and what doesn't.
That's a little scary at first. Hearing your own voice is weird, but it works. You notice things you don't notice when you're just thinking.
Tip number 5, find a language partner. Practice with someone who also wants to improve. You can correct each other and learn together. It's more fun with a friend.
And if you don't have a partner, talk to yourself. Seriously, describe what you're doing in English. I'm making coffee. Now I'm opening the fridge. I'm looking for eggs.
That's great practice. And don't be afraid to make mistakes. Every mistake is a step closer to fluency. Native speakers also make mistakes. We say the wrong words sometimes, we forget things. It's normal.
So be kind to yourself. Progress, not perfection.
I want to share a quick story about my friend Maria. She moved to London 3 years ago. Her English was good. She could read and write well, but she was terrified of speaking.
What was she afraid of?
She was afraid of sounding stupid. She would say, "Hello, how are you? I am fine, thank you," to everyone, even her close friends. People thought she was strange.
Oh no. So what did she do?
She started listening to podcasts like this one. She wrote down 5 natural phrases every week. She practiced them in the mirror, and then one day she tried them.
What happened?
She said, "Hey, what's up?" to her coworker. Her coworker's face lit up. He said, "Not much. You?" And for the first time, Maria had a real, natural conversation in English.
That's beautiful. Small step, big change.
Now, Maria speaks English so naturally that new friends are surprised when she tells them she's not a native speaker. She still makes mistakes, but she doesn't care anymore. She just keeps talking.
That's the goal. Not perfect English, real English.
Yes, and you can do it too, one phrase at a time.
Before we finish, let me share 3 final tips for sounding more like a native speaker.
Please, these are gold.
Tip 1. Shorten your words. Native speakers don't say going to, they say gonna. Not want to, wanna. Not got to, gotta. Not let me, lemme.
Yes, this is huge. I'm gonna go to the store. I want to learn English. I gotta leave now. Let me think about it.
But be careful. Don't use these in formal writing, only in speaking.
Exactly. Tip 2, connect your words. Native speakers don't say each word separately. They say, I don't know, like, I don't know. What do you want? Like, what do you wanna?
What do ya? That's what do you. It sounds fast and connected.
Tip 3, use the right intonation. When you ask a question, your voice goes up at the end. When you make a statement, your voice goes down.
For example, you're coming, voice up, versus you're coming, voice down. Same words, different meaning.
Yes, intonation is the music of English. Listen to it, copy it. It makes a huge difference.
Okay, Emma, let's wrap up with our question of the day.
Yes, please write your answer in the comments. Here's the question. What is one natural English phrase you want to start using this week?
For example, I want to use how's it going instead of how are you? Or I want to say I'm beat when I'm tired.
Or I want to use piece of cake when something is easy. Or I want to say hang on a second instead of please wait.
Write your phrase in the comments. We will read them. We might even use your phrase in a future episode.
And if you're not sure, just write one phrase from today's episode that you like. That's a great start.
If this episode helped you understand natural English better today, please give it a thumbs up. It helps other intermediate learners find our channel.
And subscribe to Daily English Listening because every week we help you move from textbook English to real, natural English that you can use every day.
Remember Maria? She started with 5 phrases. She practiced in the mirror, and now she sounds like a native.
You can do the same. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to start.
So go out there and try. Say, what's up to a friend. Say, I'm beat after work. Say, piece of cake when you finish something easy.
Say, I'm gonna, not I am going to. Say, wanna, not want to. Say, gotta, not got to.
You have the tools, you have the phrases. Now use them.
Thank you for being here today. Keep practicing, keep listening, keep speaking.
We believe in you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye for now.